there, friends. Hope everyone's doing good today. It's a little chilly, so I'm all bundled. And we're gonna be doing another Ren song, one that has been requested of me for I think since I first posted about Ren, my first reaction video, because I mentioned being having grown up in a house full of Beastie Boys, which yes I did. Not like a ton of it, but I mean like my dad would play it a lot, and my sister and my dad and I would sing it loudly in the car to not to annoy my mom, it amused her. But yeah, lots of memories of bouncing around in the car singing Brass Monkey or Fight for Your Right to Party or any of that stuff, Paul Revere, all that good stuff. So yeah, this is gonna be fun, I think. But I do want to say that obviously, if you're someone who goes on YouTube and watches a Ren reaction, especially from someone as tiny a creator as me, as a little baby creator, chances are you're very aware of what's going on with Ren right now, and his most recent post on YouTube about just not doing great, about that kind of a lot of his symptoms returning, which that has to be, as someone who's dealt with, and obviously mine are so minor compared to his, but as someone who's dealt with symptoms of things, of physical, chronic type illnesses that, mine being long COVID, that kind of ebb and flow and like, you know, were destroying my life for quite a while and then went away and I thought were gone. That feeling when I thought they were gone and they started to come back, that sort of, to equate it to a book, The Flowers for Algernon, sort of, the cure isn't working anymore, the symptoms come back, is really heartbreaking. It's rough. And I think it's hard because we as fans, as people who maybe deal with similar things, either physically or mentally, that Ren has spoken about, you know, it's hard for us to give advice sometimes about what to do because, well, one of the things that we do to help ourselves feel better is to listen to Ren. And the thing about that we all have that Ren doesn't is that we have a Ren and Ren doesn't have a Ren. It's hard to be your own Ren, you know what I mean? So I think it's like I said, I've spoken about the whole like, is it parasocial? Fuck that shit. Is a human fan or not, is a human being out there that's hurting, and there's nothing wrong with wishing for good things for him or reaching out to him in some way that he's invited you to, and just sort of sending all that stuff. I mean, well, I don't necessarily, as someone who, you know, doesn't necessarily believe in higher power type stuff, though if you believe in higher power, you should be praying for him, 1000%. What I do believe is beneficial, even if it's just emotionally and in your heart, is seeing an outreach of people caring about you, even if you don't think that, you know, a prayer can manifest into an actual thing that could help you. You can at least, seeing all these people care about you will still feel good. That's still just a good feeling to see these people care about you. It's wonderful. So anyway, all that to say, I hope Ren is at least going to find I think, you know, a cure is probably, sounds like, it's probably going to be something he has to work at his whole life, is dealing with this thing. But I just hope that he's able to soon find some sort of balance, that he could at least live as much as he can of the life that he really wants to, and also take care of himself. So there we go. And just, you know, I don't want him to be in pain. And I'm sure it's crazy to have all those ideas, and especially as someone, fellow ADHD haver, that constantly going brain trapped in a body that doesn't want to do anything. It's a lot. So anyway, that was all. I just kind of felt like I should say something there, and I wanted to, so I did. And now we're gonna watch a very silly song, I'm assuming, but you know what, that's also fun. I like seeing Ren get to be silly. It's cool. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing What You Want, which I've heard is the Beastie Boys-ish song. Though I've heard some people randomly say like, oh yeah, you know, the handful of reactions I've watched to Ren songs that I've done videos for, saying like, oh yeah, he's got kind of a Beastie Boys vibe. I'm like, where? I mean, I haven't heard every Beastie Boys. He doesn't sound very Beastie Boys to me, except that he's white and raps. And even then, like, I don't know. Anyway, I've always been perplexed by that. If there's some type of nuance I'm missing there, by all means, let me know. But I don't know. All right, I'm back. There might be a couple cuts in this, only because my heater turns on at random intervals when the house gets really cold, and it's chilly, and it's super loud because the heater's like right off camera is the thing. So if that happens again, I'll sadly like turn off the video and just kind of pause until it goes away, and then I'll keep recording. So if occasionally there's cuts and you're like, what's up? It's because the heat turns on. And you wouldn't be able to hear a word I had to say. So anyway, here we go. This is what you want. Yeah, I'm excited. I want something fun.
Fuck it. Oh my god, music these days is like so lame. I can't listen to the radio without cringing my big tits off. I wish someone would take it back to the old school.
Okay, got it. Jackalope is such a perfect name for like a thrift store. I feel like I've been to thrift stores that sound similar to that. I went to one of the, I think on Melrose used to be called Wonderland or something like that. I find it hilarious that Ren walked in there wearing like a Nike's kind of jumpsuit with is that not a jumpsuit? No, because it's all one piece tracksuit, and a Nike tracksuit with Nike trainers, and then walked out wearing still Nike trainers and an Adidas tracksuit is very funny to me. Like, how do your shoes not rebel? You should have walked out wearing Adidas. I know you own them. There's something so weird. For some reason, it just never occurred to me. Whenever I think of Nikes or Adidas or any of that stuff, I'm just like, oh yeah, shoes. I forget that like they do have clothing besides that, but it doesn't occur to me to ever wear it. I don't know. It's just strange. But I mean, I guess Ren influence. I did buy my first Adidas for the first time in like 15 years probably. Though I did forget how good those shoes are. They're damn good shoes. That's hilarious. And the colors are all perfect. They look like freaking Ninja Turtles. It's great. Look at that. They look beautiful. I love their look at Ren's face. I love their bandanas. They look great. I do not know these other dudes. I don't know if they're people that I should know. Apologies if I don't. But yeah, I love it.
Without cringing my big tits off, I wish someone would take it back to the old school. Boom like dynamite, yes I'll get wild. Blowing up the scene like a freaking missile. Quick hit the deck, so here comes the pressure. Sounds so ill, better call a health inspector. People of the world, people of the nation. This is my John.
I was literally about to pause it. Okay. So I was about to pause it going, and we're going for a Beastie Boys vibe. It's making me think of Intergalactic Planetary, and then cut to this shot where they're wearing actual jumpsuits now, looking almost kind of Ghostbusters-y with their little, is it a Nerf gun or like a squirt gun? Anyway, that looks like, what were they wearing at Intergalactic Planetary? I think they were wearing like hazmat suits or something. It's been a minute since I've seen that video. Which, if you like if there's a chance you don't know Beastie Boys that well, I've never seen one of their music videos. Their music videos are awesome. They're really, really fun, especially the ones in like the late 90s. Which I think Intergalactic Planetary was like 98, 90 something. Or things like Sabotage or my brain's mush, I can't think right now. But some of them were done by Spike Jonze, which Spike Jonze is a fantastic film director. Here's my film tangent. Oh, found a way to work in movies. Fantastic film director who I love very much, who hasn't done a ton of movies, but I've loved like every single one. I know he did Being John Malkovich. He did Adaptation, which is him working with one of my favorite screenwriters ever, Charlie Kaufman. He did Her. He did Where the Wild Things Are, which makes me cry ugly tears. And then as far as like music videos go, I know he did a couple for Beastie Boys. He did like that famous Fatboy Slim music video to Praise You. I think he was in that video. And there's a couple more I forget now, but he's done really, really fun music videos. I love his stuff so much. Spike Jonze kicks ass. Yeah, I implore you, if you enjoy this, go search out some fun old Beastie Boys music videos, because they're great. But yeah, this is definitely giving the vibe. The curved lens we've talked about, the kind of fisheye lens that was in Losing It. They're kind of like coming at the camera is very Beastie Boys. And it sounds, of course, very like them. It's very, very fun. Okay, this is cool. I love all the different locations they've had so far. Clearly just places around Brighton. Is one of those... Okay, I'm probably going to sound really stupid. I think maybe one of those guys is Vic, whose last name I forget, which I know I've like seen bits of him rapping. I don't know much about him. I think one of those guys might be Vic, or I'm an idiot, and I have no idea who the other person is. Look at that. That's so fantastic. Perfecto. And including skateboarding is great, because I don't know, since I am from SoCal, so much of that, like, either the hip hop world or like ska, any of that kind of stuff in the 90s was incredibly, especially like punk music, alt music, ska music, all that stuff is so tied to skating. Like skate culture is so insanely huge. Wasn't so insanely huge in SoCal in the 90s. I mean, obviously it's still around, but like it was everywhere in the 90s.
Better call a health inspector. People of the world, people of the nation.
All I was gonna comment on is the grocery store. Okay, so you're sitting in a cart. I hope that I don't hope you ask permission, because as I mentioned in the video with I can't remember what video it was where I said don't ask permission to film places. Just presume you can. Unless don't be like, have common sense. Like, hey, don't film in a hospital. Don't be a dick. But if it's something like that, or as Ren tends to go to, abandoned places, just film. And if you get in trouble, be like, I had no idea. I thought it'd be cool. I didn't see a sign. Oh no. And then but the minute that you get called out, you immediately go, oops, and then you leave. That's the trick. You can do whatever you want to do, as long as when confronted, you don't fight, you apologize, and you immediately leave. Those are the rules. So I hope they were good boys, and they don't do something bad. Also, there's something about riding in a car. What is it about? Obviously, Ren's not a teen here. What is it about just seeing a grocery cart that, especially when you're a teenager, you just want to be in it? I did that. Everyone did that. Are you kidding me? My friend and I stole a couple grocery carts and took them all the way home once, which was stupid because we didn't live in an area where that would have made a lot of sense. But we did it because we were teenagers, and that's what you do, I guess. I don't know. Of all the teens in our school, we were doing probably the least bad things, so to be fair. Alright.
This is my genre, yes, I bring the good vibration. Lyric education, I'm elevating the ratings, it's blatant, I'm painting the shape of this great innovation I'm making. When I step up on the scene, fresh like grass when the grass is green. Start the combustion, I'll be the master. Sword in the stone, I'm the new King Arthur. Could I get a minute to finish?
I love that, the fresh, like the grass when the grass is green. That's great, because grass is always greener. So I'm like, I am the grass of the better looking place. I am the best. Is such a fun line. And this is so fun. This is so, like, as much as I figured it would be, it would be Beastie Boys-ish. Like, this is perfect Beastie Boys.
I'll be the master, sword in the stone, I'm the new King Arthur. Could I get a minute to finish this pinnacle of music? Fuse it with blues and then use it carefully, please don't abuse it. Lose it like a mental patient, schizophrenic conversation. Hi Ren, my name is Ren, nice to meet you. Oh, that's great, man. I got what you want, I got what you need. Old school kicks with a new school twist, banging on my MP3. I got what you need, I got what you want. A vintage classic, bounce like elastic, old school song.
Oh my god, I love those jackets in the last one. I was wondering, because when they did the old school song with a new school twist, I can't remember the exact line now because I just heard it. They were wearing their, like, the clothes they wore at the beginning, the, like, kind of the more modern clothes. I was wondering if that was a reference to that line, because it's the old thing with the new school twist, which is like, they're modern people. But then if they had just been in that shot, they wore that outfit. That would have made sense. But then they wore it again later, then I guess they're just intercutting a bunch of different scenes with various outfits. I love the weird little playground equipment they're on. It's giving me so much nostalgia, man. I love Ren for that. He can give me a lot of nostalgia in his videos. Also, this is like a cool little market.
A vintage classic, bounce like elastic, old school song.
Devastating words like a whirlpool, tough like a turtle.
I rock a whole room without a single rehearsal. Face turn purple, blowing off steam. I glow like Christmas, watch me gleam. Come out the blue like a shark attack. I got you in my jaws, how you gonna react? When I snap my trap, I crack your back flat. I biggity snap my trap. Jump in, jump out, shake it all about. Move to the sound now, sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down.
The cameras they're using in this are so perfect. They're really going for that rounded lens there in a few shots that make it look extremely 90s. There's something, okay, this shot, which is more of it, they pull back, it's not that rounded thing, it's more just like a static shot. I trying to figure out how to word this in a way that makes sense outside my brain. I don't know if I can. something about the coloring on this shot. I don't think it's even the color grading. I think it just so happens this is what the shot looked like. With the brightness of the lights at exactly the right moment of time in the sky, which must have been, it's probably like just at sun, like sun has just set. Looks like a million music videos, not necessarily the song, but just if I just looked at this screenshot, we're in the white and all the like the lightish, like it's nighttime, but it's still a little bright behind them. All the lights of was it, are they by the ocean? Yeah, Brighton's a coast town. I don't know. Anyway, it looks extremely early 2000s music video to me. Like, I feel like I would see whatever this music video is, I'd be seeing it like on VH1 in like 2001, 2002. I don't know why it looks that way. I can't get into all the reasons, what represents what. I just know that I've seen this video before, this shot, and it was like 2001, and it was on VH1. That's all that I know. That's all I can say. I hope that people near my age are watching this and can be like, yes, for sure, I agree. Because I can't, off the top of my head, think of the kind of videos I'm thinking of, but I just know I've seen this exact sort of coloring a million times. And there's something weirdly of that era about it. And that probably wasn't even intentional. That's just thought association where my brain goes, but it's working for me. Look at those fashion boys.
Shake it all about. Move to the sound now. Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. I'm king like Kong, so pass me the crown. I'm warrior like Xena, Julius like Caesar. Cooler than an ice cube sitting in your freezer. I'm Rocky but I'm meaner. I'll turn you like I'm Tina. Flow could turn an atheist into a believer. I got what you want. I got what you need. Old school cakes with a new school twist. Banging on my MP.
That's funny. Just don't even hide the camera guy. It's totally cool. Which I think this was directed. I looked and then I forgot. I think this was an Alex Flegg one, I believe. Oh gosh, I hope that's his name. Yeah, I think this is an Alex Flegg one, which if I remember right, he did Animal Flow, and I think he did Murderer, which I haven't seen the video for, but I've listened to that song about 1,000 times. And he did he do Bittersweet Symphony, maybe? His stuff's great. He's really great. I mean, obviously, my true love is Sam Perry, but Alex Flegg is pretty awesome. I apologize if I'm not saying his name right. You know, if I mixed it up in my brain, I'll look it up later. And I don't know, if it's wrong, I'll put it in at the end. But I just love that, like, he's just walking. It's a cool shot of them from above, but you can just see him walking backwards on a freaking skate ramp, which probably is a little bit frightening. Can't tell. Are they on the ground? It's hard to tell with the curved lens. But yeah, you can see he's holding the little stick right there to control the camera. Looks very funny to me. Yeah, he's just walking slow, like, all right, don't fall, don't trip into something. Which even if I guess they're flat on the ground. At first I thought they were on the top of a ramp. Even if they're not, there's still like a place where there's a bunch of skaters around. Having to walk backwards. Hell, if there was nothing going on in a blank void and I had to walk backwards, I'd still find something to fall on. So, yeah, you can watch them.
New school twist, banging on my MP3. I got what you need. I got what you want. A vintage classic, bounce like elastic. Old school song. Flipping sick, if I'm wicked, tricky, I'm lippy, I'm sick. Ripping, you tripping, no kidding, dipping, and rip up the set. With the rhythm, I give them shivers, I'm triggering.
I love that it's not the same three people in each shot. Like, it just kind of just realized, like, wait, these are not the same 3 days. Sad that it took me that long to figure it out. But that's hilarious. Just like, it doesn't matter, 3 people, fuck it. This looks like it was so much fun to shoot. I hope that it was. There's something really enjoyable about watching Ren do fun videos. As much as, of course, we all love the, you know, the tales and just the grim dark, because he's so damn good at it. But there is something really fun about just watching him be a total goofball.
Flipping sick if it's I'm wicked tricky, I'm lippy, I'm sick. Ripping you tripping, no kidding, dipping and rip up the set. Rick with the rhythm, I give them shivers, I'm triggering kids. Edibles, biblical, mythical, critical, hold my breath. Hold my breath, nothing more, nothing less. Puffing, draw, passing left, busting raw on her chest. I digress, I'm a menace, I'm a mess. I'm the baker, make the bread. Undertaker, raise the dead. I go.
Sorry. That whole flow was very funny and also great. It sounded fantastic. Oh, the hold my breath, physically do that is wonderful. And maybe he mentioned something else. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That was great. That was a fucking.
With the rhythm, I give them shivers, I'm triggering kids. Edibles, biblical, mythical, critical, hold my breath. Hold my breath, nothing more, nothing less. Puffing, draw, passing left, busting raw on her chest. I digress, I'm a menace, I'm a mess. I'm the baker, make the bread. Undertaker, raise the dead. I got what you want, I got what you need. Old school kicks with a new school twist, banging on my MP3. I got what you need, I got what you want. A vintage classic, bounce like elastic, old school song. I got.
I wonder if these were just friends, or if there were people that were just like around there, or maybe they were like, maybe there were some fellow Brighton buskers, because I know sometimes Ren likes to chuck those guys in his videos. That's a face. I love the idea of them just being random people around, but they might have been, who knows.
Bounce like elastic, old school song. I got what you want, I got what you need. Oh.
Wait, is that Liv? It looks like Liv, but her hair's longer. But I've heard you can cut that. I heard a rumor that her hair can't be cut. Oh, that might be. Oh, come closer. My little shadowling. There you live. Anyway.
I got what you want, I got what you need. Old school kicks with a new school twist, banging on my MP3.
Hey, yo. Sick.
Oh, that's great, man.
Hello, mate. We're shooting, filming.
I'm at the resistance.
Oh, sorry, man. I thought you were. It was okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, bro.
Smart boy! Yes! See? You just do whatever and then go, oh, I thought it was cool. And then you leave. That's a smart ass boy. Yes. Ren. I say this not as someone who's done music videos, I say this as someone who's had friends who have made films and have just gone around and you just try to catch shots when you can and you 1,000% don't have permits and you just go like, oh, I didn't know. Just plead ignorance every time and be real sweet and polite. And there you go, see? Oh, sorry, okay. And then you leave. And they got some shots in there and they were in the video and they were fun. And that is so funny. Okay, that must have been a reason. Okay, I remember people mentioning in the Animal Flow when I talked about that. That was Animal Flow, right? I think it was Animal Flow, the live version, because they were filming in like a bus or something. That something like that happened in a video. I thought it was the car park one, which I've heard about but haven't seen yet, with Sam Tompkins. But that was beautiful. See? Ren's a smart boy. So there we go. That was such a fun song. Yeah, I like that one. I wonder if I bet I could maybe convince my dad to listen to that one. I think he maybe would like it. Yeah, I think he would. Anyway, that was that. Now I'm just off in my own world thinking about how to trick my dad over Christmas into listening to that song. I'll do my best. I'll let you know how it goes. So there we go. There was What You Want. Fun little pick-me-up on a day I probably could have used one, so that's awesome. And now I'm going to curl up and watch some movies for the rest of the day, because I actually I've barely watched any movies this year. I've only watched, I keep track. I've only watched 106. That's insane. A couple years ago, I watched over 800 movies in a year. Granted, I didn't see The Outside World much, but still. So I'm going to curl up on my little sofa, watch a couple films, maybe record something later. Probably not. There you go. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.